Snoop Dogg is reading a research paper at 2x speed, and I don't know why this works, but it does.
The dominant sequence transduction models are based on complex recurrent or convolutional neural networks that include an encoder and a decoder.
The app is called Speechify. I wanted to see what would happen if I fed it the hardest text I could find and let Snoop Dogg read it to me. So I tried it. But the question is this: does this actually help you understand anything? Or is it just Snoop Dogg reading complicated words for no reason? Getting in takes no time. Dashboard, upload button, drag in your file, paper loaded in 10 seconds. The free plan gives you a voice and it works.
The dominant sequence transduction models are based on complex recurrent or convolutional neural networks that include an encoder and a decoder.
17 pages of machine learning theory delivered by what sounds like a GPS lasts about 5 minutes before your brain checks out. But buried in the voice library are licensed celebrity clones: Gwyneth Paltrow and Snoop Dogg.
Have been firmly established as state-of-the-art approaches in sequence modeling and transduction problems, such as language modeling and machine translation.
The clone is actually good. His voice has natural sounding inflection, good pacing, and he draws out certain words, so it sounds realistic. Hearing him explain multi-head attention mechanisms with full commitment, something clicked. I'm not saying he's a better teacher than your professor. I'm just saying he might be. Normal conversation is around 150 words per minute. Speechify goes all the way up to 4.5. At 2x, it sounds intense, like someone extremely well informed who also had too much coffee.
Recurrent models typically factor computation along the symbol positions of the input and output sequences. Aligning the positions to steps in computation time, they generate a sequence of hidden states HT.
4x speed is Snoop explaining quantum physics in a language that hasn't been invented yet. My advice: start at 1.2 speed and work your way up slowly. Just trust me with this. At this point, I thought this was just a gimmick. Honestly, I was ready to call it useless. Cool party trick. 5 minutes of novelty, nothing more. Then I found the AI podcast feature, and that's a game changer. Attach any document, pick a style, whether that's thoughtful talk, late night show, lecture, or storytelling, and hit create. 60 seconds later, you have yourself an entire podcast. It's two AI hosts, fully scripted, debating and breaking down the Transformer paper like they were recording a real show.
Machine translation has long relied on complex recurrent neural networks. Noah, how did this transformer model manage to set new state-of-the-art benchmarks in translation by solely focusing on attention mechanisms?
It's a fundamental shift, Elliot.
The paper you've been avoiding for 3 weeks, you can finish it on a walk. But it's not perfect. The hosts occasionally get details slightly wrong, which is kind of concerning, and the tone can tip into something that sounds kind of like a Wikipedia narration. But something about the conversation format makes your brain stay with it in a way that straight narration doesn't. So here's where I land with Speechify. The premium voices stay listenable for extended sessions, and that matters more than it sounds when you're already 2 hours into a document and most other tools would have already given you a headache. The podcast feature is the thing that really stuck with me. I expected something that wouldn't work very well, but it's actually the most useful part of the product with dense material that you keep putting off. Reframing a paper into a conversation changes something in how your brain processes it. But probably what annoyed me the most about Speechify is that the free tier feels like a demo. If you're actually using Speechify seriously, you're on the paid plan, and it's not the cheapest thing out there. But the price might be justified if you have a big reading backlog or if you have documents that you just keep avoiding. Otherwise, if you have dyslexia, ADHD, or any other reading challenges, Speechify might be for you. If you want to test it, the link is below. There's a free plan, so there's no commitment. But if you want, you can upgrade to premium and try the Snoop voice at least once to see how you like it. Unfortunately, there's no free trial for the premium plan, but Speechify does guarantee a full refund within 7 days if you contact them, and they'll get back to you within 24 hours, if not sooner. If you've had a research paper sitting on your desktop that you just can't get through, with Speechify you can finish it on a walk and get Snoop Dogg to read it to you. Sounds like a no-brainer to me.